Life is a tapestry woven from countless threads of choices, each one seemingly small, yet collectively monumental in shaping our destiny. Today, I invite you to embark on a reflective journey with me, John, here on Knowledge Journey, where we delve into the profound impact of these seemingly trivial decisions that can lead to our greatest regrets. Imagine standing at the crossroads of life, faced with countless paths that branch out into the unknown. Each step, each choice, echoes through the corridors of time, influencing not just our immediate reality, but the very essence of our future selves. In the hustle and bustle of everyday life, it's easy to overlook these small choices, dismissing them as inconsequential. Yet, it's these very choices that often come back to haunt us, casting long shadows over our lives. As we explore these 10 small choices that can lead to big regrets, let's remember the words of the ancient Stoics. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. This philosophical insight reminds us that our regrets are often born from unexamined lives, from failing to consider the long-term consequences of our actions. Picture Jane, a dedicated businesswoman who sacrificed her health for success, or Tom, a loving father who missed precious moments with his children. Their stories, rich with human experience and emotion, serve as poignant reminders of the delicate balance we must strike in our own lives. We'll dissect these choices with a slow, deep, and reflective tone, occasionally lightened with a touch of humor. For even in the depths of regret, there's room for the gentle balm of laughter. We'll analyze from multiple perspectives, drawing from the wellspring of psychological insights and philosophical reflections to illuminate the paths we've trodden and those yet to come. So, sit back, relax, and join me as we navigate the intricate dance of life's choices. Together, we'll uncover the wisdom needed to make decisions that align with our true values, steering clear of the regrets that can mar our journey. Welcome to Knowledge Journey, where every lesson learned brings us closer to living a life of fulfillment and peace. 1. Neglecting health. Let's begin our journey by delving into one of the most common yet overlooked choices that can lead to deep regret: neglecting our health. Picture Jane, a highly successful businesswoman. Jane was the epitome of dedication and hard work, always prioritizing her career above all else. Skipping meals, late nights at the office, and ignoring those nagging signs of fatigue seemed like small sacrifices for the sake of her ambitions. Years passed, and Jane's professional achievements stacked up, but so did the toll on her body. One day, she faced a harsh reality. Her health was in shambles. The chronic stress, poor diet, and lack of exercise had caught up with her, leading to severe health issues that she could no longer ignore. The regret she felt wasn't just for the pain and suffering she endured, but for all the moments she missed living a vibrant, healthy life. From a psychological perspective, it's easy to understand why we often put our health on the back burner. The immediate rewards of work, success, and recognition can overshadow the long-term benefits of maintaining a healthy lifestyle. However, the body keeps score. Neglecting it may seem inconsequential in the short term, but the cumulative effects can be devastating. The ancient Stoics often emphasized the importance of physical well-being as a foundation for a virtuous life. As Epictetus wisely noted, no man is free who is not master of himself. To master oneself includes taking care of one's body, for it is the vessel through which we experience and engage with the world. Imagine the moments of joy Jane missed because she was too exhausted or unwell to participate. The adventures not taken, the laughter not shared, and the simple pleasures of life that slipped through her fingers. These lost moments compound over time, transforming into profound regrets. As we reflect on Jane's story, let's ask ourselves, are we making small, seemingly insignificant choices today that could undermine our health tomorrow? Are we trading long-term well-being for short-term gains? Our bodies deserve our care and respect. It's not just about avoiding illness. It's about embracing a lifestyle that allows us to live fully and freely. So, let's make a commitment to prioritize our health, not just as a duty, but as a fundamental aspect of living a meaningful and fulfilling life. Remember, it's the small choices, like choosing a healthy meal, taking time to exercise, and getting enough rest, that build the foundation of a life free from the regret of neglecting our most valuable asset, our health. 2. Ignoring relationships. Next, let's delve into the realm of relationships, the lifeblood of our emotional well-being. Imagine Tom, a dedicated father and husband, always striving to provide the best for his family. He worked long hours, often missing family dinners, school recitals, and even the quiet moments at home. His intention was noble, to ensure his family had everything they needed. But in the process, he overlooked something crucial: the value of being present. Years slipped by, and Tom found himself a stranger in his own home. His children had grown up, his relationship with his spouse had become distant, and the moments he thought he could make up for later were gone. The regret he felt was not just about the time lost, but about the connections that had withered in his absence. From a psychological standpoint, human beings are inherently social creatures. Our relationships provide us with support, love, and a sense of belonging. When we neglect these bonds, we risk emotional isolation and the deep regret of missed connections and unspoken words. The Stoics believed in the importance of nurturing relationships. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Men exist for the sake of one another. Teach them then, or bear with them." This wisdom underscores the value of interpersonal connections and the importance of being present for those we care about. Consider the countless small moments that make up the fabric of a relationship: the shared laughter, the comforting silence, the mutual support during tough times. These moments may seem trivial individually, but together they form the foundation of a strong, enduring bond. When we ignore these moments, we rob ourselves and our loved ones of the richness that these connections bring to our lives. Tom's story is a poignant reminder of what's truly important. Are we allowing our daily grind to overshadow our relationships? Are we postponing meaningful interactions, assuming there will always be more time? The reality is, time waits for no one, and the opportunity to nurture our relationships is fleeting. Let's commit to being present in the lives of those we love. It's about making the small choices, like setting aside time for family, really listening when someone speaks, and showing appreciation, that strengthen our bonds and enrich our lives. These choices might seem minor, but they have the power to prevent the deep regret of lost connections and missed opportunities for love and support. In the grand tapestry of life, our relationships are the threads that bring color and texture. By cherishing and nurturing these threads, we weave a life that's rich in love and devoid of the regret of ignoring what truly matters. This section continues with a heartfelt and reflective tone, incorporating psychological insights and Stoic philosophy to underscore the importance of nurturing relationships and avoiding the regret of neglecting them. 3. Procrastination. Now, let's talk about procrastination, that silent thief of time and dreams. Imagine Sarah, an aspiring writer with a passion for storytelling. Ever since she was young, she dreamed of writing a novel that would touch the hearts of readers around the world. Yet every time she sat down to write, she found reasons to put it off, waiting for inspiration, needing to do more research, or simply getting caught up in daily distractions. Years passed, and Sarah's dream remained just that, a dream. The novel was never written, and the stories that lived in her heart never saw the light of day. The regret she felt wasn't just for the book she never wrote, but for the potential she never realized and the dreams she allowed to wither away. From a psychological perspective, procrastination is often rooted in fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, or even fear of success. It's a coping mechanism that provides temporary relief from these fears, but ultimately leads to long-term dissatisfaction and regret. The Stoics had much to say about the importance of taking action. Seneca once remarked, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." Life is long enough, and it has been given in sufficiently generous measure to allow the accomplishment of the very greatest things if the whole of it is well invested. This wisdom speaks to the urgency of seizing the day and making the most of our time. Sarah's story is a universal one. How many of us have dreams and aspirations that we continually put off, waiting for the perfect moment that never arrives? The perfect moment is an illusion. It's the small, consistent actions we take each day that bring our dreams to life. As we reflect on Sarah's experience, let's consider our own lives. Are we procrastinating on something important? Are we allowing fear or the quest for perfection to hold us back? The regret of unfulfilled potential can be profound, but it's a regret we can avoid by taking small steps forward, no matter how imperfect they may be. Let's make a commitment to start today, to take action toward our dreams, however small that action might be. It's about building momentum and overcoming the inertia that keeps us stuck. By doing so, we can look back with pride instead of regret, knowing we didn't let procrastination steal our dreams. In the grand scheme of life, it's the small choices we make each day that determine our destiny. Let's choose to act, to move forward, and to turn our dreams into reality. This way, we can live a life free from the regret of missed opportunities and unrealized potential. 4. Not saving money. Let's turn our attention to financial prudence, another area where small choices can lead to significant regret. Imagine Mark, a man who lived life to the fullest, enjoying every moment without a second thought about the future. He loved treating himself and his family to the best, lavish vacations, the latest gadgets, and dining out frequently. Saving money seemed like a distant concern, something to think about later. But then, an unexpected financial crisis hit. Mark lost his job, and the expenses he had so comfortably managed before became overwhelming. He had no savings to fall back on, no safety net to cushion the blow. The regret he felt wasn't just about the financial strain. It was the anxiety and stress of not being prepared for the unforeseen. From a psychological perspective, it's easy to understand why we often prioritize immediate gratification over long-term financial security. The pleasure of spending in the present can overshadow the abstract idea of future savings. However, this short-term thinking can lead to significant long-term consequences. The Stoics emphasize the importance of prudence and foresight. As Seneca wisely stated, it is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor. This teaching reminds us that true wealth lies in moderation and preparedness, not in the fleeting joy of material possessions. Mark's story is a cautionary tale for all of us. Are we making financial choices today that could jeopardize our future security? Are we living beyond our means, assuming that everything will always remain the same? Financial instability can bring about deep regret, but it's a regret we can avoid by making thoughtful, deliberate choices. Consider the small steps we can take to secure our financial future. Setting aside a portion of our income for savings, creating an emergency fund, and living within our means. These actions may seem minor, but they accumulate over time, providing a sense of security and peace of mind. Let's commit to financial prudence, not as a restrictive measure, but as a path to freedom and stability. By making wise financial choices today, we can avoid the regret of unpreparedness and ensure that we are ready for whatever the future may hold. In the tapestry of life, financial stability is a thread that supports and strengthens the whole. By weaving this thread with care and foresight, we create a fabric that can withstand the uncertainties of life, allowing us to live with confidence and without regret. 5. Ignoring self-care. Now, let's talk about the often overlooked importance of self-care. Picture Lisa, a devoted caregiver who always put the needs of others before her own. Whether it was family, friends, or colleagues, she was always there to lend a helping hand, often at the expense of her own well-being. Skipping meals, sacrificing sleep, and neglecting her own needs became second nature to her. Years went by, and Lisa began to feel the weight of her self-neglect. Burnout, fatigue, and a lingering sense of emptiness started to creep into her life. The regret she felt wasn't just physical. It was the realization that she had lost touch with herself, sacrificing her own happiness and health in the process. From a psychological standpoint, self-care is not a luxury, but a necessity. It's the foundation upon which we build our capacity to care for others. Neglecting self-care can lead to burnout, resentment, and a diminished ability to support those we love. The Stoics emphasized balance and self-respect. As Epictetus said, no great thing is created suddenly, any more than a bunch of grapes or a fig. If you tell me that you desire a fig, I answer you that there must be time. Let it first blossom, then bear fruit, then ripen. This wisdom reminds us that taking time for ourselves is essential for our overall well-being and growth. Lisa's story is a powerful reminder that caring for ourselves is not selfish, it's essential. Are we, like Lisa, sacrificing our well-being for the sake of others? Are we neglecting our own needs, assuming we can always attend to them later? The regret of self-neglect is profound, but it's a regret we can prevent by prioritizing self-care. Think about the small, daily actions that can nurture our well-being. Taking a few moments each day to relax, eating nourishing foods, getting adequate rest, and engaging in activities that bring joy and fulfillment. These acts of self-care may seem insignificant, but they accumulate to create a foundation of health and happiness. Let's commit to making self-care a priority. It's about recognizing our own worth and understanding that we can only give our best to others when we are at our best. By valuing and caring for ourselves, we not only enhance our own lives, but also enrich the lives of those around us. In the intricate fabric of life, self-care is the thread that strengthens and sustains us. By weaving this thread with intention and care, we ensure that we can face life's challenges with resilience and grace, free from the regret of self-neglect. 6. Holding grudges. Let's now turn our focus to the emotional weight of holding grudges. Picture Peter, a man who harbored a deep resentment against a friend who had wronged him years ago. Each time he thought about the incident, anger and bitterness welled up within him. Peter believed that by holding on to this grudge, he was somehow protecting himself from future hurt. However, as time passed, Peter realized that the grudge was a burden he carried everywhere. It affected his mood, his interactions, and his overall sense of well-being. The regret he felt wasn't just about the lost friendship, but about the peace and happiness he had sacrificed in clinging to his anger. From a psychological perspective, holding grudges can be incredibly damaging. Resentment and bitterness can consume us, leading to chronic stress and emotional turmoil. These negative emotions can overshadow our lives, preventing us from experiencing joy and inner peace. The Stoics believed in the power of forgiveness and letting go of negative emotions. Marcus Aurelius advised, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." This wisdom teaches us that by letting go of grudges, we free ourselves from the negative influence of those who have wronged us and regain control over our own happiness. Peter's story is a poignant reminder of the importance of forgiveness. Are we, like Peter, holding on to grudges, believing that they protect us? Are we allowing past wrongs to dictate our present and future? The regret of holding on to grudges is deep, but it's a regret we can avoid by choosing to forgive and let go. Consider the small steps we can take towards forgiveness. Acknowledging our hurt, understanding the perspective of the person who wronged us, and deciding to release the negative emotions tied to the incident. These actions may seem difficult, but they lead to emotional freedom and inner peace. Let's commit to letting go of grudges. It's about recognizing that forgiveness is not for the benefit of those who wronged us, but for our own well-being. By choosing forgiveness, we reclaim our power and open our hearts to new possibilities for joy and connection. In the vast tapestry of life, forgiveness is a thread that brings light and warmth. By weaving this thread with compassion and understanding, we create a life free from the heavy burden of grudges and filled with the lightness of peace and reconciliation. 7. Failing to express feelings. Let's move on to the often silent regret of failing to express our true feelings. Picture Emma, a woman who deeply loved her parents but never found the right words to tell them. She assumed that they knew how she felt, that her actions spoke louder than words. Time passed, and life's busyness kept her from those heartfelt conversations. One day, Emma's parents were gone, leaving a void that words could no longer fill. The regret she felt was profound, not just for the missed opportunity to express her love, but for all the moments she could have created deeper connections through simple, sincere words. From a psychological perspective, expressing our feelings is crucial for our emotional health. Suppressing emotions can lead to feelings of isolation and can even manifest as physical ailments. Moreover, unexpressed emotions can create distance in our relationships, leaving us with the painful regret of words left unsaid. The Stoics understood the importance of open communication. Seneca said, "There is no genius without a touch of madness," implying that our human emotions, when expressed, are part of what makes life vibrant and meaningful. Honest expression is not a sign of weakness, but a testament to our humanity. Emma's story is a reminder of the power and necessity of expressing our feelings. Are we, like Emma, assuming that our loved ones know how we feel without us saying it? Are we missing out on deeper connections because we hold back our emotions? The regret of unexpressed feelings can be deep and lasting, but it's a regret we can prevent by choosing to share our hearts openly. Think about the small daily opportunities we have to express our feelings. A word of appreciation, a note of love, a moment of genuine praise or concern. These expressions, though seemingly minor, can significantly strengthen our relationships and enrich our lives. Let's commit to expressing our feelings more openly. It's about recognizing the importance of our words and the impact they can have on those we care about. By sharing our emotions, we create bonds of understanding and affection that can withstand the test of time. In the complex fabric of life, expressing our feelings is a thread that adds depth and color. By weaving this thread with honesty and vulnerability, we ensure that our relationships are rich, our connections are deep, and our hearts are free from the regret of words left unspoken. 8. Overworking. Let's now discuss the all-too-common regret of overworking. Picture Robert, a man who believed that his relentless dedication to work was the key to providing a better future for his family. He worked long hours, often bringing work home, and missed countless family dinners, school plays, and weekend outings. He convinced himself that once he reached a certain level of success, he would have time to enjoy life with his loved ones. Years went by, and while Robert achieved professional success, he found himself disconnected from his family. His children had grown up, and the bond with his spouse had weakened. The regret he felt was not just about the missed events, but the realization that he had sacrificed the present for a future that never materialized. From a psychological perspective, overworking can stem from a variety of motivations: the pursuit of success, the fear of failure, or even the belief that our worth is tied to our productivity. However, this relentless focus on work often leads to burnout, stress, and strained relationships. The Stoics valued balance and living in harmony with one's true values. Marcus Aurelius advised, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." This wisdom highlights the importance of savoring the present moment and nurturing our relationships. Robert's story is a poignant reminder of what truly matters. Are we, like Robert, sacrificing precious moments with our loved ones for the sake of work? Are we letting the pursuit of success overshadow the joys of the present? The regret of overworking can be profound, but it's a regret we can avoid by prioritizing balance and presence. Consider the small changes we can make to achieve a better work-life balance. Setting boundaries between work and personal time, being fully present during family activities, and regularly taking time to relax and recharge. These actions may seem minor, but they can significantly improve our quality of life and strengthen our relationships. Let's commit to valuing our time and prioritizing what truly matters. It's about recognizing that while work is important, it should not come at the expense of our health and relationships. By finding balance, we can avoid the regret of overworking and create a life filled with meaningful connections and joy. In the intricate fabric of life, balance is a thread that ensures strength and resilience. By weaving this thread with care and intention, we can build a life that honors both our professional aspirations and our personal well-being, free from the regret of sacrificing one for the other. 9. Not taking risks. Let's explore the regret of not taking risks, a silent thief of potential and dreams. Imagine Anna, a woman who always chose the safe path in her career and personal life. She had dreams of starting her own business, traveling the world, and pursuing her passions. But she was held back by the fear of failure and the comfort of the familiar. Years passed, and Anna found herself stuck in a routine that felt unfulfilling. She often wondered, what if, and regretted the opportunities she let slip by. The regret she felt wasn't just for the unpursued dreams, but for the life she never truly lived. From a psychological perspective, fear of failure and the desire for security often prevent us from taking risks. We prefer the safety of the known over the uncertainty of the unknown, but this can lead to a stagnant and unfulfilled life. The Stoics encouraged embracing challenges and stepping out of our comfort zones. As Seneca said, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that they are difficult." This wisdom urges us to face our fears and take bold steps toward our dreams. Anna's story is a universal one. Are we, like Anna, avoiding risks and sticking to the safe path? Are we allowing fear to dictate our choices and limit our potential? The regret of not taking risks can be profound, but it's a regret we can avoid by embracing courage and taking action. Think about the small steps we can take to pursue our dreams. Researching a new career path, starting a side project, traveling to a new destination, or simply saying yes to new experiences. These actions may seem daunting, but they can lead to personal growth and fulfillment. Let's commit to taking risks and stepping out of our comfort zones. It's about recognizing that failure is not the end, but a part of the journey toward success. By daring to take risks, we open ourselves to new possibilities and avoid the regret of a life unlived. In the grand tapestry of life, taking risks is the thread that adds color and vibrancy. By weaving this thread with courage and determination, we can create a life that is rich in experiences and free from the regret of missed opportunities. 10. Neglecting personal growth. Finally, let's discuss the regret of neglecting personal growth. Imagine James, a successful professional who became comfortable with his achievements and stopped seeking new knowledge or skills. He was content with his routine and saw no reason to push himself further. Years went by, and James noticed that the world around him was evolving, but he was not. Colleagues and friends were advancing, learning new technologies and adapting to changes, while he remained stagnant. The regret he felt was not just for the lost opportunities, but for the realization that he had allowed himself to become irrelevant and unfulfilled. From a psychological perspective, continuous personal growth is crucial for maintaining mental agility, creativity, and satisfaction in life. When we stop learning and growing, we risk falling into a state of complacency that can lead to feelings of inadequacy and regret. The Stoics emphasize the importance of lifelong learning and self-improvement. As Epictetus advised, if you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. This wisdom highlights the value of humility and the willingness to step out of our comfort zones to learn and grow. James's story serves as a reminder of the importance of personal growth. Are we like James, settling into routines and neglecting opportunities to expand our horizons? Are we allowing fear of the unknown or complacency to hinder our growth? The regret of neglecting personal growth can be deep, but it's a regret we can avoid by embracing a mindset of continuous learning. Consider the small steps we can take to foster personal growth. Reading new books, learning new skills, taking up a hobby, or engaging in meaningful conversations that challenge our perspectives. These actions may seem minor, but they contribute significantly to our overall development and fulfillment. Let's commit to prioritizing personal growth. It's about recognizing that we are never too old or too accomplished to learn something new. By investing in our personal development, we not only enhance our lives, but also contribute positively to the world around us. In the intricate tapestry of life, personal growth is a thread that keeps us vibrant and dynamic. By weaving this thread with curiosity and dedication, we create a life rich in experiences and free from the regret of stagnation. Conclusion. As we reach the end of our journey today, let's reflect on the small choices we've explored and the profound regrets they can lead to. Life is a series of moments, each one a choice that shapes our future. It's easy to get caught up in the hustle and bustle, overlooking the long-term impact of our daily decisions. But it's in these small choices that our destiny is crafted. We've seen how neglecting health, ignoring relationships, procrastinating, not saving money, and failing to practice self-care can lead to deep regrets. We've explored the emotional burden of holding grudges, the pain of unexpressed feelings, the consequences of overworking, the lost opportunities from not taking risks, and the stagnation from neglecting personal growth. Each of these regrets stems from small, seemingly insignificant decisions made over time. Our stories of Jane, Sarah, Mark, Lisa, Peter, Emma, Robert, Anna, and James serve as poignant reminders. They teach us that we have the power to steer our lives away from these common regrets by making mindful, intentional choices today. The Stoics have guided us with their timeless wisdom. They remind us that true wealth lies in prudence, balance, and the courage to act. They teach us to embrace challenges, cherish relationships, and continuously seek self-improvement. By applying these principles, we can live a life aligned with our deepest values, free from the heavy burden of regret. So, as we move forward, let's commit to making the small daily choices that nurture our well-being, strengthen our relationships, and propel us towards our dreams. It's about being present, taking risks, expressing our feelings, and valuing our personal growth. These choices, though small, have the power to transform our lives. Remember, it's never too late to start. Each day offers a new opportunity to make choices that lead to fulfillment and joy. Let's embrace this journey with an open heart and a determined spirit, knowing that by doing so, we can live a life we won't regret. Thank you for joining me, John, on this reflective exploration here on Knowledge Journey. Together, let's continue to seek wisdom, embrace growth, and make choices that lead to a life well lived. Until next time, take care and choose wisely.